Welcome to this session on Microsoft Windows. What I want to cover in this session is some of the more useful tips and tricks that you can use in Windows. So first of all, let's start off by you want to share your screen onto a second monitor, or you want to project your screen onto a second monitor. The key command to do that is the Windows key and the letter P. And when you do that, you'll get some options coming up on the right hand side. Project, it says at the top, and you can see the different options. So normally when you've got a second monitor, you might want to extend the screen so it's over two monitors, or you might just want to duplicate the screen. It's totally up to you. Another key command that's quite useful in Windows is Windows and E, which will get you into your Windows Explorer box. Obviously, you can just find that usually pinned on the taskbar across the bottom of the screen. Down here, you can see that it's already pinned there. Now, in this Start button in the bottom left-hand corner, when you click on Start, you're going to see all the apps that you have in your machine. And on the right, you've got these tiles that are set into groups. So you can see that there's Microsoft Office 2016 there and some other ones over there. You can move these around, different tiles, and you can actually unpin a particular feature if you don't want it. Unpin. Now control panel, you might want to put that in there. You can create your own little groups, put them wherever you want. And on the left hand side, you've got these apps, and if I click on the letter A, it's alphabetical, it'll show me the alphabet, and if this is bold, it means there is something in there. So I'll click on F, and then you've got like films and TV. If I right click on that, I can pin to the start, and then you can see films and TV appears down there. Now, across the bottom of the screen, you can see I've got a lot of apps running, and a lot of apps are pinned. So for example, there's Excel. If I right click on Excel, I can unpin it, but I don't want to. What I've got is what's called a jump list. This is all my recently used files, and these ones at the top are pinned. So you can just click this little icon to unpin or pin. So if I wanted that one pinning, it would always stay at the top and never drop off, whereas this one will rotate through your most common or most recent files. So that's a jump list. Now, to add something to your taskbar across the bottom, you basically are just going to right click on it and select that option. So I'll just show you that. For example, PowerPoint, which is already pinned, but if I go into PowerPoint, you've got more options, and there you can see it says unpin because it's already pinned onto the taskbar. That would say pin, so you'd be able to pin it onto the taskbar, and then it would appear down here all the time. Now, other things that you can do, if I just click away from that on your taskbar, on the right hand side, you've got this little arrow, which gives you your tray information running the tray that can't be displayed on this space. But if you can just right click past that into a space, you can add toolbars. Now, these are toolbars that you may already have in your computer. So I'm just going to go new toolbar and then search for examples. And that's what I want, my examples folder to appear on the taskbar at the bottom there. And then you can see that you've got all the subfolders within that are now appearing in this at the bottom. This is something you used to be able to do in older version Windows, and it was quite common. People would do that. I quite like that. So you're not creating loads of shortcuts on your desktop. You just got a complete list like so. And if you don't want that, you can just get rid of it. Now, down the left-hand side, you've got a search bar, and there's some useful tips in there. One of the good things about this version of Windows is you can type whatever you want in there. Printers, for example, and then it comes up to printers and scanners. You're in that. A question I get asked quite often is, when I close the laptop lid, the monitor goes off or the computer shuts down. So to stop that, what you need to do is in the search box, type lid, and then it comes up with change what closing lid does. Select that, and then when I close the lid, so on battery I would say go to sleep, but if it's plugged in, do nothing, and then you save the changes. That way you can close the lid down, have a monitor still with a computer screen on it. Obviously you'd need a keyboard plugged in if you're going to use it like that, but that's as simple as that. That's all you have to do. and then I'll just cancel that off so it finishes it and close this down. So if you type control panel in there, you can see control panel comes up straight away, so that's quite a common feature in Windows. If I type run, so you want the run command, you've got the run app there, gives you the line that you can type in. Or if you want the command prompt, you just type run or command and it'll come up. So basically whatever you type, it'll search for it and it'll come up with the best option. Not always will it find it, but there you go. Quite useful there. So that's the search option down the bottom there, and basically everything that you want to look for, you can find it there. But what is really cool, I think, is quick assist. Get into the search box, type quick, and then quick assist comes up. So this allows you to take control or give control to other people, and allows you, for example, if you have an elderly person or somebody who's not too good on a computer and you want to help them and they're not in the same location, you could get them to run this. And if I want to assist somebody else, I would generate a code and they would put that code in there. So if I just click on that, and it'll ask me to log on as somebody. I've got a few different logons on this machine, so I'll just select somebody and then it will generate a code. And that code I will then send or tell over the phone to the other person, and then they can put that into the box asking for the code. So it's taken a couple of minutes to do that. So I'll just wait for this. There we go. So that's the code that I would generate or would give to the other person, and they would put that in there. Or you could send it to them, and then I would be able to take control of that computer once they put that code in, and then help them sort out their issue. So that's the quick assist, which you can just get from there. And on the right hand side of the screen, you've got this little notification area. If I click on notifications, you've got, or you would have notifications in there. So it might be things like McAfee needs to update, or you need to restart your computer. Different notifications appear there, and you'll get a little number on this little icon if there are notifications, depending on how many there are. You've also got all these tiles where you can select different options. And for example, nightlight, if you're working in a dark night, you can put the night light on so it's not too bright on the screen. You've got the screen brightness tool there. You can adjust that, so that's quite useful. And you've got tablet mode here, where if you are in tablet mode, you can sometimes come back into laptop mode and it doesn't click off. You can actually physically do it by clicking that button on or off, and then you will be in laptop mode as opposed to tablet mode. And then you can click away from that and you're back to your main screen. So that's all I want to talk about in this little video. So hopefully some of those tips were of use to you, and thank you for your time. I'll see you on the next one.